Hi everyone, we're here with Dave Lane at the Carp Society's Horseshoe Lake in Lechlade, and we've been given a really good opportunity to take a first look at an exciting new product from TFG.
Okay, here it is. This is the Echo Pro. Basically it's a sonar device, echo sounder, feature finder, whatever you want to call it. Floats on the top of the water, sends down a beam, and that's going to return an image of what the bottom's like, how deep it is, whether it's firm. You know, if you find features, that's obviously going to come up on your screen. But this has got the added advantage of also having a camera built into it. Nice. So it's a bit of a hybrid. You'll use it as an echo sounder. You see a little feature come up, or maybe a group of fish, or a bar.
Something that you're interested in.
Yeah, so anything. And then on the screen, you can just toggle it over straight into the camera. As long as the water's clear enough, you'll get a proper real-time view of what's down there. So unlike a normal sonar device where you have to trust, you know, that you
just see a little fish icon.
Yeah. Or a hum, and you have to trust that. With this, you can flick over and see exactly what's down there, real time, beam straight to the screen.
Chuck it out there and see how it works.
Yep, I'll show you. Okay, so there it is, in situ, about, I don't know, 60 yards, something like that. And this is obviously the sonar that's underneath it at the moment. I've got it stationary at the moment, but obviously as you bring it in slowly, then this is going to scroll and show you what's going underneath it. But this is the sort of reading you get. And obviously if you go over any features, humps, gullies, whatever, they're going to come up, but they're going to scroll past on the screen as exactly what they are. And you can get fish icons, or you may get mid-water strips, you know, underneath, which is where it's giving a return off of something that's passed underneath it. Right. So anything mid-water, you know, or anywhere between the top and the bottom, if you're getting a sonar return off of that, then it's something, you know, some description.
Something that you might want to have a look at.
Yeah, you might want to have a look at. And if you do, you know, you literally just press the camera button there, and straight away that turns over to the camera. And you can also record anything you see that you know might come of interest to you. And that stores it within the device, and you can play that back at a later date or transfer it or whatever you want to do with it. So, like I say, yeah, it's a sonar and it's a camera all built into one, and gives you, you know, not only an overview of the swim, but gives you a real-time view of exactly what's below you. Excellent. Okay, another feature of this, when you're on your sonar, before you start, you can download maps from Mapbox. Right. And you don't have to download a map of the area, the county, the country, or whatever. You can actually specify you want this lake. So you download Horseshoe Lake. And then while you're doing your sonar, it's storing all of this information. And it stores it colour-coded for depth. So what you're doing is you're building a map of the lake. And on this little icon there, that little tab, you go onto that, that's your Horseshoe Lake, you can see, yeah, exactly where we are. And obviously, you know, as you've seen, this bit is generally sort of 4.5 to 5 foot deep, so that's all going to be the same colour. That's what we've done in the last little while. Yep. And you could quite easily just go around the lake. You could go all around the lake, and it would map it around. And here you've got these colours represent the depth. Right. So you've got from 0 to 32 foot, going from your brighter green down to your deeper reds. So another use for this, similar to what you used to use the FishSpy for, to be honest, but with this it's easier because you know, you're not tethered to a lead, is checking spots by using the camera, your own baited spots, and on popular fisheries like this, for example, where you get main spots, everyone fishes towards the pylon at 20 wraps and that, just before you set up to check that there's not bait laying there. Yeah. Now I've baited a spot that I found sort of a little bit closer than was mucking around today, and I put a lot of bait in there last night. So, you know, fishing situation, I'd want to have a look down there and see if there's bait there. If it's all gone, obviously I'm missing the trick. If it's still there, then I'm not. So what I'm going to do is pop it out there, not quite as far, and then I'm going to bring it back on the sonar until I find the spot. A few minutes. Okay, there we go. And then when I've found my little it's just slightly shallower as it comes up there, I am going to, there he comes. When I find the spot, flick over to the camera, and over there a bit. Camera. There we Yeah, that's the back of the feet. You can see all the gravel and that there. Can't see any. Oh yeah, you can see. There you go. See that bait there? And bait's there. Doesn't seem to be much on the top. Oh, there we go. There's a little cluster there. Maybe not as much as when I did put it out. So it's quite safe to say that they haven't been in there and munched that when I haven't been looking. But knowing that, you know, that's a massive advantage. You know, if I didn't know, I might think, oh, that bait's been out there, you know, since last night or whatever. I'll flick one down on there. Yeah, bound to have been visited.
One out of 200 baits still there.
Yeah, but that obviously hasn't been visited, which is good. You know, it's not good that it hasn't been visited, but it's good that I can process of elimination. I can write that spot off. And if that was, if I was just coming in this swim and that was a known spot and everyone fished it, I could have a look and see a load of bait there and think, you know, it's been overfed yesterday or day before or whatever. Just another little advantage. So, in a little bit more detail, you've seen how it works, what it does. I'll show you the actual product itself. We start with the side. This is the tether point. This is where you attach your line for casting. On the top, a little dibbly bit, that's your aerial. That's what sends your signal back. So obviously that's got to be proud at all times. If you're pulling it too fast and that tilts over and gets under the water, you're going to lose signal. So that's your aerial. On the reverse side, under this little disc here is your sonar, and this is obviously your lens for your camera. Your camera is a fixed wide angle, and like I said before, your sonar is adjustable to different angled beams. So this little orange bit here, this is actually your cap, and underneath there, I'll just undo that, this is the best thing to do it with, is a 2p. Just gives you the perfect purchase on there. Penny's too small, 2p's perfect. That's your USB, mini USB port. That's for charging. When you plug it in, red light will come on if it needs charging. When the red light turns to green, it's fully charged. You've got to be careful when you do this up to make sure that it's waterproof. There's a waterproof seal there.
Little gasket there.
Yeah, a little gasket there. Good word. Just nip that down, not overly tight, but nice and snug. And that's now waterproof. These two little silver dots there, they're the sensors. That's what turns it on. Hasn't got an on and off switch.
So once that goes into the water,
it's water activated. You can actually, if you lick your finger and make a bridge across there, that will now be on.
Right.
Yeah. So if you did want to, for some reason, connect it up at home or whatever, and you didn't want to put it in water, you can literally just make that little connection across there. When you take it out of the water, just make sure they're dry before you store it away, and store it in the dry. So that's all the component parts. We do have one extra little fixing at the bottom there. That's if you wanted to tether it in one place. So you'd set it up like a FishSpy or a plumbing float. Yeah, put it out there, and then that would, if there was a drift on the water and you wanted to keep it in one spot, maybe you've got a baited spot there, you wanted to film for an hour and see what's come in and you know, have a look. So you can tether for you know, fixed position like that, but generally you'd use the side one for your scanning and mapping. And that is the Echo Pro.